Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is King of the Ring. We are here for our special event inside the legendary Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan for this one, and every reason for it as well, because a king will be crowned in a building that has seen so many kings of wrestling in its very walls. We are ready to go here tonight with King of the Ring. We'll be kicking it off with the first round matches. There is the draw for the first round matches. We'll be starting things off with Aleister Black versus Punishment Martinez, Chad Gable versus Mustafa Ali, Kota Ibushi versus Christian, and closing out the first round with Matt Riddle against Tomohiro Ishii. Those are going to be some great matches coming up here in the first round. Of course, the two winners from the top brackets will meet the two winners from the bottom bracket. The two winners of the top brackets will face in the semi-finals. Two winners in the bottom brackets will face in the other semi-final as well. And then, of course, the winners of those will meet in the final. But that is not all that we're here for here tonight. We are here for this one. The King of Strong Style versus the Rainmaker. #1 contender match for the WWE Championship. The winner goes to WrestleMania to face Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. This rivalry between these two men finally reaches its end this evening. But who walks out with the all-important victory and the ticket to WrestleMania? We find out later on this evening. But as for right now, we're going to start things off with the King of the Ring match between Aleister Black and Punishment Martinez. Korakuen Hall, strap yourselves in. This show is about to begin. And what a show we are in for, there's no doubt about it either. I am very much so excited for what this show will bring us from top to bottom here. What is going to be handed our way, what we're going to be treated to from two members of every roster. And we prepare to start things off with the man who in a lot of people's eyes is the favorite to take this one home in Aleister Black, representing ECW. Got a tough opponent in his own right, a member of Sanity against a member of the Wyatt family. This is certainly a very interesting predicament we find ourselves in. And Aleister Black knows he has to deliver here tonight. Aleister Black knows what this opportunity could mean for him. Knows how far this could take him with a victory in this tournament. SmackDown Live has won it the last 2 years in a row. Kenny Omega won it the last 2 years in a row. Not in the tournament tonight. But will the legacy of SmackDown Live's dominance continue on? We'll be questioning that one later on. Very interesting thing for you here is that if Black and Ali won their first round matches, that's ECW meeting in the semi-final. If Ibushi and Riddle meet, if Ibushi and Riddle beat their opponents in the first round, that's SmackDown meeting in the semi-final. If that happened in that specific order, Raw and NXT would be out in the first round. We'd be having an ECW versus SmackDown final for certain. That could well happen here this evening. Although one thing we're definitely not going to get is what we had last year, where we had two members of the same brand meeting in the final. We had Kota Ibushi versus Kenny Omega last year in the final. Omega went on to win. Ibushi's going to look to go that one step further. And we'll see how he does in his first round matchup later on this evening against Christian. But as for right now, Aleister Black waits in the ring for the arrival of a powerhouse from Sanity. He'll head into this one alone, as will everyone here. No one going to stand by their side in this tournament. This is all about, for these 8 men, being the best athlete imaginable. And Punishment Martinez would certainly like for that to be the case. He's heading towards the ring here, primed and ready to go against Aleister Black. This is, all things considered, a match that could very well go either way. And there are plenty of reasons to suggest why that might be the case as well. Aleister Black is immensely talented, yes, but Punishment Martinez has the height advantage, the weight advantage, and I would argue the power advantage in terms of if these two men come running at one another, Punishment Martinez is going to send Aleister Black flying across the ring. Punishment Martinez has his power coming from his arms. Aleister Black's comes from the legs. This is definitely going to be a matter of who can hit their finisher first. Will it be south of heaven for Aleister Black, or will a black mass propel him into the semi-finals? I don't know. This, like I said, this is a match that can go either way for that very reason. Don't let the fact that Punishment Martinez is a member of NXT dismay or bring down the reality that he could well be a very, very dangerous athlete in this tournament, because there's every reason why we should believe that. There's every reason why we ought to believe that. Punishment Martinez is by no means going to be an easy task for Aleister Black this evening. We are ready to go here, though, at King of the Ring. 8 matches coming our way. And that all-important Okada versus Nakamura contest to go with it. So here we go. The bell rings and we have begun. 4 matches in the first round, 2 in the semi-finals, and then the grand final, of course, will close out this evening. And most certainly would be a hard act to follow, as we've witnessed Okada and Nakamura, which will take place between the last semi-final and the final. I mean, this event is called King of the Ring. It's only fair that the actual King of the Ring match itself main events. Punishment Martinez and Aleister Black starting their fight early here on the outside, getting into things with one another. Black with a quick strike in the gut there, using his hands early on. Quick jabs. Oh, a big knee for Martinez, though. Those long legs of Punishment Martinez can definitely be a difference maker in this one, as can simply throwing your opponent into the seal steps. Count already up to 5. If these two men were to get double counted out, that would put whoever wins at a Chad Gable and Mustafa Ali later on, up next rather, right into the finals. I'm sure they'd love that. In the turnbuckle goes Martinez. Good start from Black so far, but Martinez definitely looking to use his power gains here to put Black in a state of discomfort. And here we go. Snake Eyes into the turnbuckle pad there, but a good counter from Aleister Black. Stun gun though. Guys going back and forth with one another in the early stages of this match. All about getting offense over the other, all about getting control over the other. Of course, the thing is with these matches as well is you want to win them. You want to beat your opponent. Both guys want that in the first round. But you've got to carry that mentality throughout the entire night. How much can you go before you're too hurt to continue? How much can you carry on before you are too hurt to reach the finals? You know, you could get through the first round, you could get through the semi-finals, but then you could get to the finals, and with everything you've given, everything you've sacrificed to get that far, you could be completely exhausted. And I think a guy like Punishment Martinez is one of those guys who might suffer from that. You usually find it in the bigger guys. It's harder for them to keep in a good condition. It's harder for them to keep their what's the word I'm looking for? Their endurance up. Whereas a guy like Ibushi, Mustafa Ali, Matt Riddle, Aleister Black, these guys are going to be fine. They have that endurance to them. They have the ability to keep on going. And that is definitely, you know, power is a great thing. Fighting, beating your opponent is a great thing, but you also need to be able to outlast them as well. That's what the tale of this evening is going to be. You win the King of the Ring by outlasting everyone else. And that truly makes you a great athlete. Punishment Martinez sending Black into the ring post there. Once again, the count up to 7 here. Martinez this time sending them back in the ring. This has mostly just been a fight between these two sides since the bell has rung. A lot of it on the outside as well. Martinez going into the cover on Black. Referee into count. Kick out at 1. Now, we were going to try and bring in Red Shoes Uno for this one, but he said no. So we brought in Brown Shoes Dose instead. It's virtually the same guy. Martinez, snap mate. Oh, big boot. Those shoots look beige to me, okay? So that's why I'm called. Let's call them red. You're banned. Could be burgundy actually. Burgundy Shoes Dose. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that one. Sorry, there's a match going on. Neck breaker from Aleister Black right now. Neither guy is really struck with anything big, but I might be about to eat my words because here comes Aleister Black, loading things up, ready to strike, slice to the throat. There's the knee! A big knee in the face of Martinez. Could it lead Aleister Black towards some victory? Taking a seat here. As if to say he's loading things up for the end. Oh, might have been thinking something to load up, to wind up a Black mask. Good counter for Martinez, who throws him back in the ring. And here's if it's Martinez's power that's going to get him to the finals, he needs to utilize all of it right here, right now. Wait a minute, Martinez is going to risk oh my goodness. Punishment Martinez up on the top rope here. Martinez going to fly. Double axe handle down on Aleister Black. That's going to be like someone dropping an anvil down on your head. Good counter from Black though on the jaw again. Sends him over there. Stomping away at him slightly as well. Aleister Black. Definitely not shying away here from punishment. Martinez, what a big boot there. Just imagine what the reaction on NXT would be to an NXT guy winning King of the Ring. I can't imagine being an NXT guy much longer, but in all honesty, I would probably put my money more in Ishii to pull that one off, even though he's got an incredibly tough first round in Matt Riddle. Same goes for Riddle, though. He's got a tough guy in Ishii as well. I think that could be the match of the first round, in all honesty. This one's been pretty solid so far. Both guys giving it a lot to get the win here. Punishment Martinez in position. Powerbomb to Black. And Martinez hoisting him right up. Headbutt. And hoping that he's done enough here to move into the semi-finals. Wow. A kick out at one by Aleister Black says otherwise. But Punishment Martinez could be about to cause a huge upset for Black. Arm around the throat. South of heaven. Has he done enough to knock Black out of the tournament? No. A kick out at two by Aleister Black keeps him in this one. What a first round match this has been. Both guys having to give it an awful lot to walk out with a win here. Good jawbreaker there by Aleister Black. Into the cutter. Black into the cover right after it. Great fight back here just moments after taking South of Heaven. Almost took a ticket to the semi-finals as well. Just not close enough. Elbow to the top of the head. Aleister Black. He'll go to the turnbuckle again. He'll load it up again. Hasn't looked for Black Mass yet, but will look for the big running knee right in the jaw. He got all of it. Martinez is in big trouble. Aleister Black knows it. But he's still not confident he can put the big man down just yet. Off the ropes. Beautiful kick from Aleister Black. And now Black is just sort of taken over here, just taking the driver's seat in this one. He's going to look for a third one. No. Wait, maybe Black in the turnbuckle. Loading it up, waiting for Martinez to stand. What could we see this time? Black Mass! And a cover from Aleister Black with 1, 2, and 3. Black moves to the semi-finals. Well, Martinez gave it his all. Martinez tried to outfight Aleister Black, but it just was not happening. Black wins. And he progresses to the semi-finals with it. The Black Mass adds another name to the list. Punishment Martinez beaten by it. Aleister Black, your winner with it. He moves on to the semi-finals, and a solid way to kick things off. You're a King of the Ring. But who will he meet in the semi-finals? Will it be Chad Gable or Mustafa Ali? We're finding out right now as we move into the next first round match of King of the Ring. Korakuen Hall enjoying its stay so far as we're enjoying being in this legendary building. And what an opportunity this is for Chad Gable. What a chance this is for this guy to prove himself. Two-time tag team champion. One half of the, I don't know if that record still stands. Actually, no, it might do. I was going to say one half of the longest reigning NXT tag team champions, but I'm not 100% certain if Sanity toppled that record or not. They were both pretty equal with one another, that's for certain. I'll have to find out after the show is done, but nevertheless, Gable ready to go here. An underdog in many ways, just like Mustafa Ali is. These two guys share a lot in common with one another. There's no doubt about that. But these two guys have the resilience as well. They have the mobility to move on in this tournament. They have the drive. This is the kind of tournament that these guys can excel in, because these are the kind of guys who can take punishment and take a lot of it as well. They can be beaten down, they can be beaten up, they can be bruised, they can be battered, but they will keep on fighting. And that is something that brings them a huge advantage when they're able to pull off something like that, when they're able to stay in a match. Despite how badly their body wants them to give in, they can stay in and they can keep fighting. This is a tournament that will help those guys out. So Chad Gable versus Mustafa Ali. Gable, more known as a tag team wrestler, of course, in American Alpha. Mustafa Ali has wanted an opportunity like this for a long time, and now he has it right in front of him. Colin elbow tie-up to get us underway here between these two. It's definitely going to be a very respectful match between these two guys. Definitely respect the business, respect one another, and we'll want a clean contest. I can't imagine either guy using underhanded tactics. Of course, bias of ECW going my way. I, of course, want Ali to win this one more than Gable, but Gable picked up a win. I wouldn't be opposed to it, and there was Mustafa Ali out wrestling the former Olympian. In the turnbuckle we go here. Clean break between the two guys once again. Second or the third one. You know a Japanese crowd like this one's going to enjoy that. Good quick arm drag there. Chad Gable trying to take an early lead here in this contest. Mustafa Ali good to stop him with that jawbreaker. Nice hurricanrana as well. Heavy boot right in the back, and things are looking pretty damn good here. Duck under by Gable. Drop kick. Ali saw it coming. Swatted it away. Gable swatted away that punch, and Ali hits heavy on the outside. Able to land on his feet, but still a hard hit. But quickly returning back in the ring. Gable, I think, just was on autopilot when he did that. He doesn't want to fight outside the ring. Ducks under again. Ali just a bit too close to him there. Gable's positioning a little off. Big forearm in the face. Good counter from Ali there. Good counter from Gable as well. Ali counters back though, kicking the gut. And up and over and out again. This time it's Gable going outside. Ali. Oh, God, that's not going to do you any good. Risking it all there. Looked like he might have been looking for either a diving knee or a diving fist drop. Gable moved out of the way, and he did not have the time to try and roll out of it or anything like that. Armbar here now by Gable, locking it in. But Ali quick to fight out of it. Good jabs there. Didn't know if the fists were locked or not there. They look kind of clenched. Hurricanrana from Chad Gable. From Mustafa Ali, Chad Gable. Ali up high now again. This time he gets a frog splash off. Covers Gable to meet Black in the semi-finals. It's a kick out. Working over the arm, smart idea from Ali, taking away the amateur wrestling aspect of Chad Gable, taking away his ability to beat you down, essentially, to work over, to out-wrestle you, to tire you out. Gable needs his arms far more than he needs his legs to pick up a win. But a drop kick will do him good, finally getting it in this match. Gable getting a little bit fired up right now. I would say stay on Ali, because a guy as resilient as Ali is, you do not want to give an opportunity to breathe. Gable aware of that, keeps on fighting here, goes into the cover now, hooks the leg of Mustafa Ali, trying to get himself into the semi-finals. I was a bit surprised by Raw's picks. They seemed a bit underwhelming as opposed to the ones we see from the other three brands, but it seems as if this is the choice that the Raw General Manager wanted. Not too sure if he was overlooking the tournament or not. I wouldn't. Kenny Omega, two-time winner. Look at what he's got out of it. Tyler Breeze, two-time world champion. Everything we know about what the Star Breeze became in 2017 and 2016 came from this tournament. This is not something to overlook. This is a tournament that can shape you for a long while. Good bit of respect there from Ali, allowing Gable back in the ring. Russian leg sweep from Gable there, though. And again, he goes back to the arm here, wrenching on it. Ali trying to kick around. Not having to worry about tapping it again, though. Those fists look pretty clenched to me. But okay. Oh, look at that speed from Gable there. And this is smart. Finally working over the legs of Mustafa Ali. That might have been the knee that went plummeting into the mat on the outside. Ali right back up to his feet there after that kick in the chest. It's been a good back and forth contest here from both men. What's Gable in trouble for here? What's Ali got planned? Oh my god, I know what it's going to be. Avalanche Spanish Fly! And Ali sees the opportunity right in front of him. Up high he goes. Oh, 5-4. Ali covers Gable. There's 2 and there's 3. Mustafa Ali moves to the semi-finals. And that means we're going to be getting ECW versus ECW in the semis, which means ECW is going to the finals no matter the situation. Ali versus Black will be our first semi-final of the evening. And look at that by Chad Gable. A great bit of respect showing, raising the arm of Mustafa Ali in defeat, accepting that the better man beat him. Ali, your winner. As I said, this is a night, this is a tournament that really benefits a guy like Mustafa Ali, and he can make that statement true in a very tough matchup here, and a rematch from a week and a half ago on ECW as well. So here we have it, our first semi-final of the evening. Aleister Black, Mustafa Ali. The last time these two guys met, Black masked the head off of Ali and picked up the win. Could he do the same here tonight to take him all the way to the finals, or will Ali be able to continue on just like how he did over Gable? We'll find out later on. As for now, we head into our next King of the Ring qualifier, and it's Kota Ibushi and Christian up next. This is a huge opportunity for Ibushi. One step short last year, looking to go one step further this year, looking to go the whole way, looking to take home the King of the Ring. Heartbreaking defeat in the finals last year to Kenny Omega. Can he go one step further tonight and take home that sweet, sweet victory? Ibushi with plenty of experience in this arena. Wrestled an awful lot of times in Korakuen Hall. Returns to it once more against the man looking for one last chance, one last shot in Christian. Once again, I'm not too sure about the choices of participants from the Monday Night Raw General Manager, Mr. Dredge, but he seems to have confidence in them, so it's not my jurisdiction to speak out about them, I guess. Here comes Christian towards the ring, though. He believes there's one last bout in him, there's one last big match in him, one last run towards the belt before he hangs up his boots. Is that going to be there for Christian? Is it going to be happening here tonight? Raw has won this tournament before under Tyler Breeze, who of course went on to win 2 world titles, a Royal Rumble and the United States title. Kota Ibushi, already talked about him representing SmackDown. If there's anyone who's going to make it 3 years in a row for the SmackDown at King of the Ring, I think Ibushi would be the guy to make it happen, in all honesty. That's no offense to Matt Riddle, but I think it's going to be Ibushi more than Riddle. Ibushi has experience in this tournament, has experience in resiliency. And I think in his home country as well, that'll give him a bit of a advantage as well. Christian has achieved a lot of success in this universe, an Intercontinental title, a United States title, Tag Team Champion as well. Only one title has escaped him, and that is a world title. Could this tournament help him towards that one last title shot? Could it help him towards being a world champion? It would be quite the shock, given how Christian over the last year on Raw essentially is, maybe even longer than a year, is just downhill. He's just down there in the dumps essentially. So this will either be a shock resurgence of Christian turning back the clocks for one last performance, or, well, that says a lot, German suplex from Ibushi right off the bat. Quick out by Christian. What I was going to say is it's either going to be a shock performance by Christian where he winds back the clocks and is able to put on an incredible performance, or it's going to be the kind of outcome that I imagine most of us are expecting, in which Christian just doesn't do anything. Ibushi moves on and Raw is out. Gable might have been able to progress further in the tournament, but it was, this was such a tough first round that it was hard for a lot of people to progress, especially when you're Monday Night Raw and you maybe didn't go the whole hog. I think is the best way of saying it, when they were better choices to put in this tournament and you didn't go with them. Guys who maybe could have used this opportunity a little more. Velveteen Dream comes to mind. Bobby Lashley. Goto even. Big slap in the face there, and Ibushi making him pay with that dragon suplex. Oh, never get tired of watching moves like that. That was brutal there. Ibushi taking an early lead in this contest. Working over the gut here. Tweaking it, talking it. It's been mostly Ibushi from the early goings of this match, and it doesn't look like this match might be going on much longer. There was a straight-jacket German suplex by Ibushi. And half-hatch suplex. Oh, Christian is in huge trouble. Ibushi dominating proceedings right now as he looks to dominate his way towards King of the Ring as well. He puts Christian in place. This one could be over already. Ibushi climbs up high. Ibushi looking for the Phoenix Splash. Christian gets the knees up in time. Christian able to get himself out of it, and Ibushi running into him in a fit of rage. There, good bit of experience from the veteran. Christian lining himself up. Is he in position? Is he in right place, right time to execute with the kill switch? He is! Kill switch to Ibushi. Christian didn't need to roll him away from the ropes. Matter of fact, he might be in exactly the same position had he just rolled him the other way for the cover. Christian pins him. 2 count. Could have been a 3. Not too sure what all that rolling was about by Christian there. Could have cost him for certain. Ibushi down right now though, and Christian wound up, full of offense, full of momentum. Christian gonna fly. There's a headbutt. No response from Ibushi right now. Snapmares him down. Elbow in the back of the head. Well, it looked like a dismal start for Christian. He suddenly started to burst to life right now. Up and over goes Ibushi. Now it's Ibushi who we're looking to try and see if he can get something back in this match, because now it's Ibushi who's on the back foot in this one. Throat down on the ropes there. Cover made by Christian. Is this enough to move into the semi-finals? Not a chance, says Ibushi, who really... I know Ibushi's resilient. I know he can fight on, but he needs to turn things around right now. That kill switch put him definitely on the back foot, and he's not exactly doing that much to fight back from it right now. Arm stretched back here. Knee dug in the back. This is not a nice hole to be in. In Ibushi's case, he wants to get out of this one as quickly as possible, and honestly, it doesn't look like he is. Christian controlling him in that one. Letting him go. Oh, but that may have been a mistake, because there's a counter by Ibushi right back up to his feet. Good chop in the chest by the Golden Star, and here we go. Straight jacket German. Should have bridged after it. Probably would have been enough to put away Christian. But Christian fighting back right away there. In the turnbuckle we go. Now Christian wants to go wound up here. Big tornado DDT. Ibushi going down. Christian turning him round. Reverse DDT, and suddenly Christian's looking like he may have a huge chance of victory. There's a 2 count. Ibushi kicks out. I thought Ibushi was going to dominate this match. Christian, though, in position. Oh, I thought that might have been kill switch. Big electric chair down to Ibushi again. There's nothing in the Golden Star right now. There's no fight in him. Ibushi is stumbling around. Christian, spear! Christian covers Ibushi. 1, 2. Ibushi is out. And Christian moves into the semi-finals. What an upset. Christian wins. He talked about one last run, one final push for greatness. And he's just made it happen. One of the tournament favorites. A man projected to be in the finals. Out in the very first round. Christian wins over Ibushi. Raw is still alive. And Christian goes into the semi-finals with a huge upset win over a Golden Star who should have been at minimum in the semi-finals. What a win for Christian. But who does he meet in the semi-finals? We find out right now, because it is time for our last match. In the first round, Matt Riddle versus Tomohiro Ishii. And there is every reason for this one to be the best as well. Riddle heading towards the ring here. Amped up and ready to go. The full weight of SmackDown Live hangs on his back. Riddle representing the whole brand right now. No pressure. No pressure, Riddle. Heading towards the ring. He looks as calm as ever, as in the groove as ever he is. Matt Riddle ready to go here. A tough contest. A true match that can 100% go either way. Because you got to remember, for as much as Ishii is a bulldog, a stone pitbull, as one hell of a fighter he is, Riddle can survive onslaughts like this. Riddle can work down a guy like Ishii, and he can finish him off in a submission as well. Ishii is not... what's the word I'm looking for? Immortal to tapping out. He can. He is not invincible to it. And Riddle could find himself in a position here. What's fascinating is this is SmackDown versus NXT. If you had put this match on 5 months ago, it would have been a match on NXT. Matt Riddle making a strong statement, and I mean, Riddle, the only guy, I believe, on the main roster brands. Oh no, Chad Gable as well, so there you go. Technically, NXT represented half of the field here. Ishii, Martinez, Riddle, Gable. 2 guys who came through NXT, 2 guys in NXT. But so far, 2 guys, well, the one who represented NXT and the one who came up from NXT have been eliminated. So this is a last stand for NXT as well. Ishii with the whole shoulders, the whole weight of NXT on his shoulders. By the end of this match, one brand will be eliminated from King of the Ring. It'll either be SmackDown or NXT. ECW is fine. We're going to the finals. I don't have to worry about anything. Raw may have to worry about getting eliminated in the semi-finals. SmackDown and NXT still have to worry right now about going out in the very first round. This one, though, is going to be a great contest. 2 hard-hitting guys. They're going to throw socks at one another in order to get the win here. They are going to wind up those shots. They are going to hit hard. Bell rings and we are underway here. Riddle versus Ishii. Collar elbow tie up in the middle of the ring. Ishii, of course, much like Ibushi, wrestled a good number of times in Korakuen Hall. Ready to add another one to that list as well. Collar elbow tie up. Riddle using his larger stature to force Ishii into the turnbuckle. Of course, the thing that makes Ishii, I think about Ishii as well, he's tough to slam. Not only because he's heavy, but because on top of that as well, he has a low center of gravity. I know Riddle just belly-to-bellied him there like he was fucking pissed. But he has a low center of gravity, so Ishii can kind of stop moves happening because of his low center of gravity. He's able to, you need to bend down more to pick him up. And that allows Ishii not only to stop the move, but to counter it and hit a suplex of his own. Another thing as well is that Ishii has no neck, so it's even harder to slam him. Lovely tiger suplex. Great bridge. Good kick out. Nice back and forth start from these 2 guys here. Definitely showing that they are hungry for this opportunity. Of course, the entire brand that they're representing is on their back right now. They've got to do everything they can to get the win. Stomp on the back there by Matt Riddle. Let's see what else happens here. Good slam from Ishii. They're vicious with it. This is all about Ishii right now more than it is Riddle. Oh, what a slam. This is the danger of Ishii. When he gets going, he is so hard to stop. Calling Riddle back in the ring there. Riddle more than happy to comply. What a knee in the face. Trying to control the arm here of Ishii. Good counter from the Stone Pitbull. Not letting Riddle work over his limbs for those submissions, for the bro mission certainly. Ishii in control of this match more than Riddle right now. Suplex back in the ring, incoming. Ishii's low center of gravity helping him out there. And of course the power as well. Easy to pick up and slam a guy like that. Good counter from Riddle. Is that a punch right in the throat? Looked like one. Oh, good counter from Riddle and Ishii. Both of them countering one another. A hard knee rocks Ishii off his feet. Oh, Ishii isn't going to be too forthcoming about that one. A slap in the face by Matt Riddle. But here we go. Riddle setting him up on his shoulders. Blow to sleep into the chest. And that'll set up the running kick into it as well. Ishii could be done for here. Cover made by Riddle. Has he done enough to move on? No. If I was Christian, I'd be watching on and thinking, oh, this match is going to be... I'm in for a tough match in the semi-final. Whoever I've got, this ain't going to be easy. There's no doubt about that. Not for a second. Ishii was lined up there. He was looking for the brainbuster, and I don't know whether Riddle knew or not that he was used to him pulling himself up into the turnbuckle there. Stopped Ishii rather from getting the brainbuster for a few seconds. But here we go now. In comes Ishii up in the air. And a brainbuster on the way down. Ishii has to drag Riddle away from the ropes. Could that be cost-worthy? Cover made. 1, 2, kick out. Not happening just yet. I think it might have been that stretch from the ropes that stopped Ishii from claiming victory there. But Ishii willing to take a bigger risk right now. He's up on the top rope. Ishii, just like Martinez earlier, sacrificing everything. Chop down on the head of Riddle. Is that enough to take him? No, it is not. I didn't even get to finish my sentence then. Look, another reason why... Oh, look at this by Riddle. Look at the strength. Deadlift. Gut-wrench suplex. That was incredible. Ishii dazed on his feet right now. And Riddle coming in full steam ahead. Double forearms. Pele kick as well. And Ishii in even bigger trouble. Riddle. Leaping tombstone. Into the cover, but I think Ishii's leg is in the ropes. It is. Oh, trying to slam him there, Ishii, and his hard will stopping him. What a power bomb! Oh my God, what a power bomb from Ishii! And the Stone Pitbull arises again. Huge lariat, and another one. Ishii in with a slam. Oh, that was beautiful there from Ishii. Load up the forearm. And load up a potential elimination of Matt Riddle from this tournament. SmackDown, who have won it the last 2 years in a row, could be out in that very first round. Ishii trying to slam Riddle. Good counter from Riddle, sends him into the turnbuckle. Riddle found a tiny opening though, and he capitalized on it. Kick in the chest. Riddle seeking this move out. Finally got the chest to lock it in. Bro mission applied. Bro mission applied on Ishii. Will the Stone Pitbull submit? Will he tap out here? It's locked in hard. And he will. Ishii taps out. Matt Riddle has won it. Riddle moves on to the semi-finals to meet Christian. What a fight that one was. That was a real come from behind victory for Matt Riddle. He really had to work from his back. And Ishii up on his feet after the fact, disappointed in defeat. Riddle joyous in victory, and he has every reason to be, because he goes to the semi-finals now. And what a semi-final match that one's going to be. Christian versus Matt Riddle coming up in the second semi-final match of this evening. It's going to be a great one. But before we can get to that far, before we get to the second semi-final match of the evening, we got to go through the first one, and it's going to be a very, very good first one as well. Mustafa Ali versus Aleister Black coming up right now. ECW has a ticket punched already in the final, but who will be the name that is written on it? Who will represent ECW in the finals of King of the Ring? Will it be Mustafa Ali or will it be Aleister Black? If I remember rightly, I think last year we went out in the first round. So this is a bitter, not a bitter, it's a sweet taste of victory for last year. Mustafa Ali in the ring. I wonder how he's feeling after his victory over Chad Gable earlier on the evening. Of course, the important aspect about this all is that Gable has had less time to recover than Aleister Black, but Black had the harder hitting match. Black was closer to losing his bout, I would argue, than Ali was. The only time it ever looked like someone was going to lose was when Ali hit the 054. Black looked like he could have lost that match twice. So there is reason to believe on both sides that both men, reason to believe on both sides that both guys have a chance of winning and losing this contest. There's every reason to believe why Aleister Black might struggle to go into the finals, because his body could be reeling from that contest. He could still be hurt from the offensive punishment Martinez. The simple case of the matter is, we'll find out right now. Because we are due, this contest, we are due to see these two guys meeting one-on-one against one another. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes as well. Black heading towards the ring. Like I said, this is a rematch from about a week and a half ago on ECW. Last time these two guys met, Black beat Ali. And, of course, this past episode of ECW as well, Black beat Andrade Cien Almas in the main event as well to claim victory there. So things are definitely, momentum is definitely on the side of Aleister Black, and I would argue he had the harder first round match as well in punishment Martinez. That's not meant to disrespect to Chad Gable, but what I would say is that there was more that Black had to do to win. Black had to work harder to win his match than Ali did to win his. That is definitely the case as we prepare for this semi-final match. Which one of these two men goes into the finals, I do wonder. They don't get that long to... Well, they do get a bit of time to rest. I mean, they got this next semi-final match, and of course, they've got Okada Nakamura. And I think even if you're in the second semi-final match, if you're Christian, if you're Matt Riddle, you're looking at that second semi-final match and you're thinking, to be fair, I've got a lot of time still to recover. But that time to recover in the first semi-final match is definitely an advantage that you want heading into that final, especially if you're facing Matt Riddle. Because if a body is sore, the last person you want to face when you are hurting is a submission wrestler. It just is. And so if they're facing Riddle, then it is advantage Riddle should he get into the finals. If they're facing Christian and their body's sore, I would argue there's still a chance of victory for them. If they're fresh, I would argue they are going to be Christian. I wouldn't even argue, I'd say they're going to be Christian. Matches started much the same way as Martinez and Black did on the outside here between these two guys. There's got to be a bit more fire within Mustafa Ali when he looks at this match. The reality that obviously he came so close to beating him a week and a half ago in ECW, and then to come up short, he wants to prove him wrong. He wants to get a sweet feeling of victory. He wants to be the winner here. more than anything else. He wants to win. Big back suplex there from Ali. Good power to pull that one off as well. Working over the arm right now. Not too certain why. If I'd work over the legs, obviously. If I was Mustafa Ali, I'd look for that same combo that got me to beat Chad Gable. That Spanish fly, that 054. What a set of moves it was. I don't think he broke out the 054 against Black in their contest. I might be wrong there, but if he did, he didn't get the win. That Spanish fly, though, is dangerous. It could be a ticket for victory for Ali in this tournament as he controls the arms there of Aleister Black, letting go of the hold. Might have been a bad mistake. STO there by Aleister Black. Just playing it safe, these two guys are. They know they don't want to hurt each other too much. They know they don't want to risk getting hurt themselves in the finals, but they know at the same time they can't be too soft and too safe because there won't be a final for them. Good counter there by Ali after those flurry of kicks from Aleister Black, who hits hard on the outside right now. Ali, are you kidding me? Sticks the landing as well. Clear the ropes, Tope. Beautiful work from Mustafa Ali, but the fight continues on the outside. Heavy super kick as the count keeps on going. Referee trying to force them back in the ring here. Burgundy shoes wanting to get control of this match. There's that knee from Aleister Black, much the same as we see for Matt Riddle's offense. If this ends in a double countout, does that mean just whoever wins the next match wins King of the Ring? Is that how it goes? Count up to 7, meanwhile, here between these two guys. This is getting risky. Ali, now the one in control of Black, throwing him across the ring and throwing him back into it as well. Okay. Whew. We almost had a very troublesome ending there to King of the Ring. Ali, the one in control here, bringing them back into the ring. Able to push Black away from him. Only able to get a 1 count from it, though. What a heavy contest has been so far. It's been a lot of feeling out process, which is weird given the fact these guys have faced each other before. Here come the kicks in the chest from Aleister Black, though. Ali reeling from them, and definitely going to be reeling from a knee right in your face as well. Ali rolled out of the ring, but wanted to get right back into it. It seems as if both men now want to fight inside the ring. Black lifts up. Ali here, good kicks, good hits. Irish whip off the ropes. Oh, German suplex for Ali. Nothing he could do to evade that one. Good clutch on it. And it was just a hard landing. That's all it was ever going to be. Ali catches the leg. Good work there with that spinning heel kick. Neither guy giving the other room to take advantage in this contest is exactly the way they need to go. They need to keep each other on their feet at all times. They need to keep each other... They need to stop. Basically, if one of these guys gets in control, it's trouble for the other, because they can string together so many moves. Black can string together so many hits, so many kicks that can hurt you. Ali can string together so many high-flying maneuvers that it's going to be troublesome for you. Black taking a seat there. Ali not about respect in this one. He is hungry for victory. Up to his feet. Oh no, big uppercut there from Aleister Black. Good hit from Ali, coming right back at him. This fight is well and truly on. Irish whip, countered by Black. Ali flips over. Double spinning heel kick in the face. Lovely move there by Mustafa Ali. What is he thinking here? What is Ali thinking? Is his tactic to get into the final? I think I have an idea. He'll go through the middle rope and into the neck breaker. Ali goes for the cover. He's hoping it's enough. Will it be? That says the story. Aleister Black kicks out of 2. Ali just wants this. He wants this so bad. He's going to hit him with everything he's got. Power bomb from Ali. But Black doesn't stay down for a second. Right up to his feet. Ali, snap German suplex. He turns him round. Ali's going up high. Are you kidding me? Mustafa Ali. 054. For revenge. For the finals. There's 2. No. So close. Just not close enough. Ali goes up high again, though. Frog splash. The ribs of Black are going to be screaming out in agony now. Big kick in the back to go with it. Cover made. 1, 2, 2 count. Black now is the one, much like we saw in the Ibushi Christian match. He needs to turn it around. He needs to fight back. Otherwise, he could be saying goodbye to a trip to the finals. Black up on his feet, but he's not looking the best right now. Big neck breaker. But there's the resiliency of Black shining through. His ability to just sweep the leg away from Ali. Stop him right in his tracks. Retake control in this match. And not only retake control, but take his head once again. And with Black Mass, may have just found his ticket to the finals. Oh, are you kidding me? What a kick out. Ali stumbling up to his feet. Black sat down, looked at Ali struggling. And he watched on as the fire, the heart in Ali wouldn't give in. He has the arm now, though. Black maybe trying to slow things down, trying to stop the offense of Ali in its tracks. Not a bad idea when you think about it. Trying to slow down Ali is a smart idea. But Ali is in big trouble as well. Big cutter there, cover made for the finals. Kick out at 2. Kick out at 2 again. They are trying so much to beat the other. This is just the semi-final, remember. There's still the final to come after this. What a knee in the face there by Aleister Black. He lifts up Mustafa Ali now. And the same flurry of kicks with that finalizing knee hits the face, but Ali evades. There's still so much heart left in both guys. What a match this has been. Ali stops him. Forearm in the face. Keeps this match in the ring. Wait a minute. Is Ali going to try for it? He might have been thinking Spanish Fly, but a good stop from Black denied that happening. A heavy knee in the gut. Oh no. Oh, is this about to be the most heartbreaking defeat imaginable? Black Mass! 1, 2, and Ali kicks out again. He kicks out again of a second Black Mass. And there's still something left in him as well. But what is the question? What is left in him? Is it a Spanish Fly? Is it the move to send him to the finals? Is this Mustafa Ali's hour? No! Black stopped him, throwing him off the top rope. Aleister Black with a walk from one turnbuckle to the next to line up what very well could be Ali's last stand. The knee right in the face. And Black with 1, 2, and 3 is going to the finals. What a match. What a match. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I've never seen heart like that from Mustafa Ali. I didn't even know I wanted Ali to win, but I did at the end of it. A crushing loss for Mustafa Ali, but a shake of the hands from fellow brandmen. Aleister Black has punched his ticket to the final. The name written on that card is Aleister Black. And a well-earned trip to the finals as well. What a match. That was something else. Black, your winner. And now we wait for the other man in the finals. Now we wait to see who else he will face. as we await to see just who Aleister Black takes on in the finals. Is no longer talking about Mustafa Ali's heartbreak because we need to focus on the finals themselves, and they are going to be just around the corner because it's time for our second semi-final match. Christian against Matt Riddle. I'll be honest, when I saw the brackets that came out, I was fully prepared for Matt Riddle versus Kota Ibushi. What I wasn't prepared for was Matt Riddle versus Christian. But it's happened, and we await that, and we await this match to happen instead. Well, Riddle heads towards the ring. He's had the least amount of time out of everyone to recover. And after a guy like Tomohiro Ishii, you kinda wish that you had more time to recover. Let's be real. But that is just not the case for Riddle. He's ready to go here. Ready for this one, as I think we all are. Is it going to be Riddle versus Aleister Black in the finals? And if it is, and with that match Black just went through, oh good God, it's not going to be an easy one for Aleister Black. As a matter of fact, it could even be one that he loses, in all honesty. Riddle awaits in the ring for the arrival of the upset of the tournament so far. Christian knocking out arguably the number 1, if not the number 2 seed in Kota Ibushi to get this far. And now, can he knock out the guy who I would have said was without a doubt the number 3 seed in Matt Riddle? If I'm being honest, I would have said 1 was either Ibushi or Black. It was a toss-up. So 2 was the other. 3 was Riddle. 4 was Ishii. 5 was Ali. 6 was Martinez. 7 was Gable. And 8 was Christian. That's the way this lined up. Raw was right at the bottom, yes. But it lined up in the case that Christian, I thought he was, you know, I heard of his talk about one more match, about wanting one more chance, and I just shared it as an old guy talking hubbub. An old guy wishing that he was at the top and not the new generation. Not guys who deserve to be there either. But now, after that win over Ibushi, where, let's be honest, even though it looked like he should have lost at some points, he won, rightly won, as well. There's all of a sudden a bit of a weird attitude towards Christian right now. My look at how this outcome could go has shifted slightly. I still think it's going to be Riddle more than I think it's going to be Christian. But Christian is definitely here for this tournament. He's definitely come to show that that mentality of one more match, that one last run towards the top is not a joke. It's not just a phrase. It's his reality. It's what he wants. It's what he needs. Can Riddle put the brakes on that right here, right now in the last semi-final matchup here? The winner faces Aleister Black, so whoever wins this one has got a tough opponent. There's no denying it. Matt Riddle right now looking for a kick there. Christian stopped him. Riddle drop toe holds. And a knee right in the back. Of course, Christian took on Kota Ibushi as well, and he was slammed a lot. A lot of German suplexes, a lot of dragon suplexes. Could help Riddle out with that bro mission. There's no doubt about it. Good hit there from Christian, though. God, imagine Raw going to the finals. That would be a complete surprise, honestly. And if it was going to be anyone going to the finals, if it even was Raw, the fact that it's Christian and not Chad Gable, that would be even more of a surreal upset. Oh, look at Riddle now. Look at these strikes. Riddle isn't interested in any talk about one more match, about the hopes of going to the big stage one more time. He just wants to win. He just wants to be king of the ring. He wants to join the likes of Breeze and Omega. He wants to be a star in this universe in his own right. He wants stature to his name. He wants to be Christian right now. He's struggling up to his feet, but comes back there with a big forearm. Catching him right off guard. Knee right in the back right now. Look at the way he's talking at it. Ibushi, remember, couldn't get out of this hold. He couldn't escape it when Christian had it locked in earlier. And the same, honestly, is looking like it's happening for Riddle. No, wait. Spoke too soon there. Stand corrected. Elbow in the gut. Riddle gets himself out of it. Up on the shoulders we go now. What will Riddle have in store here for Christian? Hanging him out to dry on the ropes? Most certainly indeed. Good kick away there by Christian. This is back and forth, as I've said a lot of times here tonight. A back and forth match between these guys. Hanging him out to dry on the ropes. There is Christian. There's definitely a little bit of... I'm trying to think of the right word to say right now, but it's like they are not jumping into it. They're a bit lenient. They're a bit frigid to jump into action right now because they know there's an opportunity that something could go wrong. Never mind. Scrap that. Riddle wants to go right for win. There's the kick. There's the kick. Even. Bro to sleep. Kick in the chest. And Matt Riddle may... What? Never mind. Never mind. I was about to say Matt Riddle may well have just gone to the finals with that one, but that wasn't the case. Christian in with a neck breaker now. And as Riddle recovers on the outside, Christian calls out to his peeps in the arena. Riddle with a hard forearm to counter. Hops back over the top rope and into the ring. I would have thought we could have seen Bro Mission right there. Duck under from Riddle. Leapfrog from him as well. Oh, what a knee. And with no knee pad to stop it either. That's even worse. Riddle, triangle choke. Triangle choke now from Matt Riddle. He's got the arm locked in as well. This is a dangerous hold. But it's one that Christian has escaped from with a great bit of veteran-like thinking. Elevated DDT from Christian as well. Big moves coming from Captain Charisma. Riddle slow up to his feet. Christian turns him round. Reverse DDT. Plants Riddle. Wait a goddamn minute. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Christian. Kill switch. 1, 2. Christian's going to the finals. Christian knocked out SmackDown. There is one more match in Christian. And this night has solidified it. Christian is off to the finals of King of the Ring. Oh my God. Christian has done it. What a win. He beat Riddle. He laid him out in the middle of the ring with the kill switch and he pinned him. No ifs or buts. Christian beat Riddle. And he beat Ibushi. He beat 2 of the top 3 to get himself into the final. I cannot believe that in a few minutes, later on this evening there's a chance we could say the King of the Ring winner is Christian. It could well happen in the main event. Aleister Black versus Christian coming up later on this evening. But as for now, it is time to forget about the tournament just for one moment, because it is time for a personal bout once again. Shinsuke Nakamura, Kazuchika Okada. The number 1 contendership may be on the line, but these guys care far more about their hatred for one another. This is more than the title. This is about friendship and betrayal. This is how this match came about. Kazuchika Okada and Shinsuke Nakamura. 2 incredibly successful talents. 2 men who had bounds of respect for one another. One day, everything changed. No! Nakamura, no! What are you doing? No! Nakamura's betrayal echoed throughout SmackDown Live, and the victory that followed only added more fuel to the fire. Okada was beaten. He had been betrayed and beaten by the same man. He was no longer the same. Nakamura kept chipping away at Okada whenever he could. He relished in Okada's dismay. He believed he had caused it all. As Okada fought his way back to his level, as he finally vanquished Korin, there stood Nakamura to remind him that things weren't over. He never wanted Okada to retire. He wanted to ruin his life. Nakamura versus Okada. King of the Ring, Korakuen Hall. How apt of a place, given these two men. Tonight, they fight once more. Their hatred locked inside the ring. WrestleMania awaits the winner, but the hatred that flows through them waits for no one. Okada versus Nakamura. Here we go again. And here we go. Korakuen Hall has seen these guys stand alongside each other a lot of times, but this may very well be the first time they've ever seen them stand against one another. Shinsuke Nakamura, Kazuchika Okada. The last time they squared off, 4 months ago at No Way Out. And on that evening, Nakamura walked out with the victory. Nakamura beat Okada, and that was one of the very last times that we saw Okada with the blonde hair, with the Rainmaker attire. There was a shock almost for Okada losing to Nakamura, a match that many people, myself included, believed he would win. That he would get a vanquished victory over Okada, over Nakamura rather, that he would conquer him. But all it did was add to the defeats of the Rainmaker. All it did was push him down a further level. But times have changed. Nakamura has really only had that Okada victory to bounce off of for the last few months. That's all he's had. Okada has had the Rollins match, Korin, the Royal Rumble, and of course, let's not forget, last week, or 2 weeks ago rather, at Extreme Rules, he beat Korin. He did it. He finally vanquished the man who was set on ruining his life. He risked his career for it, but he did it. And now we stand right here for these two men to square off against one another in a huge match. Yes, a WWE Championship opportunity at WrestleMania awaits these two guys. Brock Lesnar awaits the winner of this match. There's no denying it. But this is about more than the WWE title. This is a friendship betrayed. When these two guys stood in Korakuen Hall, they stood alongside each other. They stood as friends. They stood as equals. That's all gone now. Everything the crowd in this arena knew has gone. The attitude of Shinsuke Nakamura is still there, yes. But it's a Nakamura that doesn't care about the people anymore. It's a Nakamura that's self-centered about himself. It's a Nakamura that wants to make Okada's life a misery. Whereas we have an Okada that is no longer the Rainmaker that we knew. This is an Okada that is just completely different in every single way. But this is a match that both guys have been waiting for. Remember what Nakamura said a week and a half ago on SmackDown. He wanted to make Okada's life a living hell. He didn't want him to retire. He wants to ruin his life. And he gets to do that right here tonight by taking away another chance at the WWE Championship. Remember the last time Okada had a shot at the WWE title? Who cost him it? Nakamura. And could he do it again? It's likely. Honestly, if you had asked me that question back in September, I would have given you the answer that it was Okada to win, no doubt about it. But now, with everything that's happened, even with that win over Korin, Nakamura still has the number of Okada. Nakamura ran away from the fight on SmackDown Live because he wanted to do it here. He wanted to do it when it mattered. He wanted to beat him when it counted. And now, here tonight, he can absolutely make the life of the Rainmaker that living hell that he desires. Okada has him up. Big buckle bomb to Nakamura. WrestleMania awaits one of these two men, but the hatred that they have for one another strikes even further as well. Nakamura has the leg right now, working it over, drops it down on the knee of Shinsuke Nakamura here. How are both men gonna break each other down? How are they gonna work each other over to get the victory that they want here in this matchup? That's the important question to ask. Because as much as they would love to fight one another, as much as they would love to beat each other up, the reality is they've still got to beat. They've still got to win. That's what matters the most. The win. Dragging him away from the ropes right now. Cover made here by Kazuchika Okada on Nakamura. Early cover, early count. Only one comes from it. Kick in the back right there from Okada. And he looks to work over Nakamura in this moment. Nice work here by the Rainmaker. But Nakamura quick to fight out of it. We're dealing with one of the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champions we've ever seen, taking on one of the longest reigning WWE Champions we've ever seen. These two guys are stars within this universe. There's no denying it. But it's a tough contest for both of them as well. I imagine this is more so a tough contest for Okada than Nakamura, because even though Okada and Nakamura equally hate one another, you've got to remember, they used to look up to one another. Okada definitely used to look up to Nakamura. There would be times in this very building where Nakamura came out as the champion to the adoration of the crowd, and Okada stood there as a young lion, cheering on Nakamura and taking in his wisdom, taking in his actions. It could be argued without Shinsuke Nakamura, there wouldn't be a Kazuchika Okada. And a big counter to the tombstone there by Nakamura there has left Okada on the back foot a little bit. Knee into the back and into the throat goes the ropes for Okada. That is not a nice receipt for him at all. Up on the shoulders, here he goes now. What is Nakamura going to do here? Taking him to the turnbuckle. Might be looking to line up for dumping him either in the turnbuckle or the ropes. Took too long. Nakamura pays for it. Okada, though, gets the forearm swatted away. These two guys now starting to trade shots with one another. And again, though, he finds himself in exactly the same place. Nakamura unable to capitalize. Okada moves out of the way. Big kick in the side of the head. Okada doesn't fall from his feet, but oh, that leaping lariat will. Cover made. Nakamura hoping that lariat did enough. Burgundy Shoes Dose might have taken a little bit too long to go into the count there, but here we go. On the arm again, trying to take out the Rainmaker. And why not? Working it over right now. Oh, look at that. Good flip out there from Nakamura into a hammerlock and elbows his way out of the hole. Good work there. Nakamura has him up on his shoulders now. Death Valley driver, neck breaker. And now is a turning point for Nakamura and Okada. Big move for Okada in this one. And there could be an equally big move about to wind its way into this contest right now. No, Rainmaker denied. Oh, what a German suplex there from Nakamura. Up on the second rope he goes now. That is a long way to fly to reach Kazuchika Okada, but Nakamura doesn't care. Goes for the dropkick. But the Rainmaker evades. Rainmaker pose follows up after it as well. Here goes Okada. There's the clotheslines. There's the dropkick as well. Cover made. Will Okada get the sweet feeling of victory here? No, the dropkick doesn't end it. What a fight this has been so far from both men. Tombstone from Okada. Will he get it this time? No, Nakamura read it again. And again counters the tombstone. Covers Okada. No rope break there. 1, 2. Oh, wow. What a kick out. Here we go. Landslide. But I can't capitalize. Right there. Nakamura stopping him. Okada stopping him. Both guys trying to counter one another. There's the exploder from Nakamura, though. And Okada slow back up to his feet. Nakamura now. Kinshasa! 1, 2. This time, Okada's at a 2. This time, the Rainmaker fights on. And we go to the outside. Nakamura risking it all. Misses with the elbow drop. Trying to take a page out of Okada's book and paid for it. Into the barricade, there into the steel railing. Over and over again goes Okada. And now Nakamura lining something vicious up here. Big knee. Oh. This fight still continuing on the outside. Good candidate. Up to 7 we go. Back in the ring they go though. Nakamura forced back in the ring by Okada. The Rainmaker wants to do it inside the ring. Look at the brutality of Okada right there and then. That says a lot about how personal this match is to Okada. Look at the way he just hit him there before locking in this hold. Trying to wear down Nakamura. Trying to take the fight away from him. Good counter there by Nakamura to get out of it. Irish whip up and over the top rope goes Okada. Oh, this is going to hit. This is going to hit. Bad back suplex onto the apron. And as the moves get more and more physical, you realize the hatred that grows in these matches. You realize more and more that these two men utterly despise one another. The respect that was once shared in this building is gone. It's like it never existed. All they care about is victory. And you can tell that in the viciousness of these moves. Big back suplex by Okada. Forced back in the ring by Nakamura. And a single leg Boston Crab. If it was a Boston Crab, that would have been quite a lot of disrespect shown to a former young lion in Okada in Japanese tradition. But Okada kicks his way out of it. Clubbing blow on the back as well there by Okada. Nakamura in trouble right now. Okada found another edge to him. Okada searching, looking, eyeing up the moment. Here we go. German suplex. Rainmaker. Was that enough? Is it enough? Okada covers Nakamura. 1, 2, no! No 3 count. But here we go again. Elbow drop from Okada. Sent on. Oh! Double knees in the back from Nakamura. Forearm in the face from him as well. What a vicious blow that one was by Nakamura. And now, headbutting Okada's head repeatedly. But the Rainmaker counters. Oh, Nakamura counters as well. This match really started to heat up. And this match could be about to end. It could be about to happen. Kinshasa. No! He read it. Okada read it. And he's ready to go. Over the top rope. This could be dangerous. Nakamura loading something up maybe. Drop kick. And oh, what a heavy hit on the outside. Nakamura in jeopardy. Okada will try this time. Okada will look to fly. And oh, he misjudged it. Nakamura may have just sidestepped it. But as a result of it, Okada is reeling. Nakamura now the one with control, forcing them back into the ring. What could happen now? What could Nakamura come up with now? He's removed the turnbuckle pad is what he did. Removed the turnbuckle pad in the moment. Referee wasn't paying attention. I didn't even notice. Exploder from Nakamura. Lifting up Okada. Referee's back to... No! Low blow! Low blow! Not this way! Don't tell me it's gonna be this way! Kinshasa! 1, 2... Okada kicks out at 2, and Nakamura can't believe it! Nakamura now taking out his rage. You can hear the thud in these hits. Nakamura came up with a grand plan to end it, and Okada kicked out. Look at these hits. These are vicious from Nakamura. Knee right in the back of Okada. This is brutal. Dragon Sleeper applied. Will he tap out? Will Okada submit to all of the vicious onslaught that's happened in this contest? He will not. He rolls out of the way. Nakamura now comes back in DDT. Still got fight. Still got fight. Does the Rainmaker. And will third time be the charm on this one? Tombstone! Okada! Does he have it in him this time? He turns around Nakamura! Rainmaker! Has he achieved it? Is this it? No! Okada doesn't bother with the cover. He has one more. One more for Nakamura. For everything that he's put himself through these last 5 months. Rainmaker! That was payback for Fastlane. 3 Rainmakers in this match. 1, 2, WrestleMania beckons Okada. Revenge sealed. Okada wins. 5 months he waited for another chance, and he got it. Okada wins. The Rainmaker has done it. Nakamura tried, but Okada has resurged into new life. He is back once again. He is your winner. He is going to WrestleMania. Corin is gone. Nakamura is gone. What remains for the sweet taste of overcoming for Kazuchika Okada is Brock Lesnar, where it all started, and it happens at WrestleMania. But for tonight, we get our main event of the evening. This is what this night is all about. The King of the Ring tournament. And the final is right now. Aleister Black, one of the heavy seeds to make it to the finals, takes on a surprising name in Christian. One of these 2 men will be King of the Ring. Who will it be? We find out up next. Tyler Breeze, Kenny Omega, who joins their names. Is it going to be the biggest upset in King of the Ring history? It's already one of the biggest by making it this far. Is Christian going to win? Is he going to get that one last match that he will deserve from this victory? Is he going to shock everyone by achieving the win? He beat Kota Ibushi. He beat Matt Riddle. Will he beat Aleister Black here to finish it? Will he achieve a dream? Something that seemed so outlandish at the start of this evening. Something that seemed like it wasn't going to happen. Something that almost seemed outrageous to assume that Christian had one more match in him. But he beat two of the top 3 seeds in this match, in this whole tournament, to get here. He didn't have an easy trip this far. He had to earn his right to this final, and he didn't fluke his way here either. He won those matches as legitimately, as honestly as you can say. He won them. Christian could well be about to win a tournament that I didn't think I'd be saying. I didn't think I'd be saying that at the start of the evening. And I didn't think I'd be saying he would have earned it, because he will. Imagine saying you won King of the Ring on the tail end of your career, having beaten Kota Ibushi, Matt Riddle, and Aleister Black. Imagine knowing you did that at the end of this evening. These men are going to be tired. They're going to be sore. They're going to be feeling this for weeks to come. But for one person in this tournament, the victory they will feel is going to be so sweet. They will love every last minute of it. The only problem is, we don't know who it's going to be. Aleister Black rises from the seat one more time, rises up for one last bout. Is this the bout where he becomes King of the Ring? Black was picked as the favorite by so many of you heading into this tournament. And now here tonight he has the chance to assert it. He has the chance to own it. He has the very chance to be the King of the Ring. Black had to go through resilient men in Mustafa Ali. He had to go through one of the hardest hitters in this whole tournament in Punishment Martinez. But he's here. And he could well win King of the Ring. This is the first time since this tournament was even made that a SmackDown talent has not been in the main event, to the best of my knowledge. I think it was Jay Lethal in the first one in 2016. Kenny Omega, of course, for the last 2 years, and Ibushi alongside him. Now here tonight, we await to see a new chapter. We await to see who joins those names. Who wins King of the Ring? The answer is a few minutes away. It's been an incredible night of action from top to bottom here on King of the Ring. We just witnessed Okada topple Nakamura. We witnessed that great victory occur. But what happens right now? What happens in the grand stage? What happens when everything is on the line? Here we go. We find out in just a moment, because these two men are already screwing up with one another. Big kick there from Aleister Black to get him going. You know, these two men are so hurt from this tournament. They're got to be in such a deep state of pain that it's going to be tough for them to really execute their finest hour, to really bring out their best within them, to really go as far as necessary, as far as it takes to be the King of the Ring winner. Black trying to get in some strikes there. Quick kick there from Christian. Both these guys, I'm just watching this match right now, watching the feeling out process between these two. Oh, what a knee there from Black. You can tell these two men are tired. They're not giving it their all. They're not going all in. They know. I think they know they can't. I would even argue that I don't think Christian knew he was going to be this far in the tournament. He was going to make it to this stage. But here we are. Wrenching on the arm right now is Christian. Trying to think of whatever he can to beat Aleister Black here. Both these guys have accolades as champions before. Cover made. No, kick out. Elbow on the top of the head as well by Christian. No big moves so far in this match, really. It's just been a lot of striking. And that, oh, never mind. Here we go. German suplex from Black. This might be one of those matches that might take a little bit to build up to it. It might take some time to load up to what we want to get to. It might take, you know, we might be in like a feeling out process for a while, but then when they build up, when they reach that big moment, it's going to be 100 miles an hour. Face first into the mat there goes Aleister Black. Christian knows what he's doing right now. He is making the absolute most of it. Captain Charisma climbing up to the top rope here. What will he look for? Big frog splash. Cover made for King of the Ring, for glory. A kick out there by, wait a minute. Wait, whoa. Christian, kill switch. Oh my God. No way. That busted open Aleister Black to go along with it. Christian covers him. Okay. I honestly was in shock then. Kicks him away. Aleister Black still got a fight on in this one. Busted open or not, he can't give in. Backdrop there, backdrop suplex. Christian a long way away, but this gives Aleister Black a long time to load this one up. Big knee. Is this the one? Black Mass. Has Aleister Black won King of the Ring with it? There's two. No, he hasn't. Black takes a seat. He calls to Sister Abigail. The Wyatt family going to be watching this one at their compound, seeing that their man could be minutes away from victory, but also minutes away from bitter disappointment. Stomp in the gut there from Aleister Black after that flurry of clotheslines. Christian is in huge trouble, much like how when he downed Ibushi after the kill switch and he didn't get up. The same is happening to Christian now. Oh, went for the knee. Christian dodged it. It's the first time I think I've ever seen that move countered. What a suplex though from Aleister Black, bouncing right back into position. Big knee there. Black though goes right back to the turnbuckle, ready to try again. Aleister Black loads it up. This time he gets all of the knee. Cover on Christian. Oh, a 2 count. A late 2 count. But there may not be need to worry about another one. Aleister Black. Black Mass. Surely this is it. 1, 2. Christian kicks out again. Christian has the heart. It's like he's possessed the heart of Mustafa Ali or Kazuchika Okada to get this far. Kicking out of 2 Black Masses, busted open or not. Christian's fighting. Christian's trying, but Aleister Black is in control. Wait a minute. Christian counted him. These two guys are just hitting their big moves now and hoping that it'll stick, hoping it'll guide them to the glory. Oh, that was a nasty impact there for Christian. First the dragon screw, and then it looked like he came off the turnbuckle. Counter there by Christian. Ducks under. Big lariat by Black in countering him though. Black lifts him up, only briefly. Christian counters him. Christian now lifting Black up. And Black counters him with an uppercut. Black with the knee again. And Christian having to roll outside of the ring for a breather. Aleister Black has been outside plenty of times this evening, and he'll go outside of the ring once more. Christian reeling, but he's fighting. Big forearm in the face. Oh, this is... I didn't think I would see this, honestly, from Christian, but this is hot. This is drive. This is desire. Getting him this far, but a big DDT on the outside could change everything. Black lifting him up. Oh no, this is gonna hurt. On the apron! Almost like dead weight when he slipped off then. Wait a minute though, Christian pushes them back in the ring. Christian forces Black into the ring here. Is there still something in Christian as he takes Black to the turnbuckle now? Is he going to get all 10 of them in? He absolutely is. Black had no reply. Christian, though, couldn't get the kick. Execution. Oh, edge of one of them. Cover made by Christian. Is it enough? No. Kick out by Black. But here we go. Christian in the turnbuckle. Looking for the spear. Black countered it. Black counters the spear. And loads it up. Black Mass. Black Mass connects for the third time. And Christian's last stand could have been reached. Black covers Christian. 1, 2. Aleister Black is king of the ring. Christian gave every bit of fight he had in him, every bit of heart he had left. But Aleister Black doesn't care for heart. Aleister Black doesn't care for fight. Aleister Black craves victory, and on this evening, he achieved it. Your king of the ring is none other than Aleister Black. The proof is in the pudding, and there it is. Black wins. He survives the tournament, and he joins Tyler Breeze and Kenny Omega. What a night we had. What a tournament. What a surprising outcome we had heading into the finals. But Aleister Black stands tall. Kazuchika Okada goes to WrestleMania. And now we begin. Nothing to interrupt us between then and the grander stage. But we close out tonight. Aleister Black, king of the ring. Well deserved. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys. And ta-ra.